Today you are going to need a tennis ball, a frozen water bottle wrapped in a pair of socks, a rubber band and pencil, and a few marbles, and a lid from a bottle of vitamins. We're going to work on our feet today. We're going to stand heels together, toes apart in our Pilates stance. You're going to roll up onto your tippy toes, arms nice and relaxed at your sides, bend the knees, roll the ankles down, pressing the heels into the floor, and roll back up. And again, keep the body in one straight line as you roll up onto your tippy toes. Bend the knees, press the heels down into the floor, roll back up. One more. Up on your tippy toes, bend the knees, press the heels down, roll back up. Now reverse. Press the heels down into the floor. Start to bend the knees, keeping the heels connected. Lift the ankles and roll up. And again, press the heels down into the floor. Bend the knees, lift the ankles and roll back up. One more, heels down into the floor, bend the knees, lift the ankles, and straighten the legs. For the next few exercises, we're going to use the cap from the vitamins and the tennis ball. I place the tennis ball inside the cap just so that it doesn't roll away from me. We place that down on the floor. We step forward with one foot. We place the arch of that foot right over the ball, keeping the hips nice and even. And from your powerhouse in your seat, press down into the tennis ball and release the toes. And press down and release. Press down and release. This is not about how far you can press the ball. It's not pushing the whole body down and forward. It's just enough to feel a stretch through the front of the foot and a connection into your seat. For the next exercise, place your arch over the tennis ball. Drop the heel down and the toes down as if you're cupping that ball with the center of your arch. And from your seat, keeping the hips even, press down and release. Press down and release. One more. Press down and release. Then place the heel on top of the ball and same thing, keeping the powerhouse lifted and engaged. Arms relaxed. Press through the heel and release. Press through the heel and release. One more. Press down and release. Then place the toes on top of the ball. And same thing, keeping the hips nice and even from your powerhouse. Both sides stay lifted. Press down and lift. Press down and lift. One more. Press down and lift. And same thing on the other foot. The toes and the ball of the foot round over the ball. Lift the sides, keep the feet even, and press down and lift. Press down through the front of the foot and lift. Press down and lift. Place the arch of the foot over the ball, staying even and in your center. And press down through the center and lift. Press down and lift. Press down and lift. And place the heel of the foot in the center of the ball, pressing down through the heel by connecting to your seat and your center. And press down and lift. And place the toes on top of the ball, foot on tippy toes, and press down and release. Press down and release. One more. Press down and release. We can put this off to the side. You're going to grab your rubber band. You're going to have a seat on the floor, and you're going to place the rubber band, which has a knot tied in the center, around the middle of your big toe. So you don't want it all the way down at the base of the joint. You want it right in the center of your toe. Sitting up nice and tall, feet are nice and long. You're going to pull out on the band and bring it back to center. And pull out on the band and center and pull out and bring it back to center. Sitting up nice and tall, you're going to straighten one toe and flex the other foot towards you. And straighten the right toe and flex the left foot towards you. And switch. One foot flexes up, one foot lengthens down, one foot stretches long to the front of the room while the other toe flexes towards you, and switch. Now keeping both feet flexed, you're going to keep that right foot flexed towards you. You're going to slide that heel on the floor, bending the knee towards you, and slide it back. And same with the left foot. Bend that leg, keeping both feet flexed as you bring that leg towards you, and switch. Slide the right leg towards you, and switch. And bring it back in. Now grab your chair and have a seat. On the chair, you want to have your feet and legs parallel and even. So feet are planted firmly on the ground and everything is at a nice, right 90-degree angle. And lift the toes towards you and release. And lift just the toes, keeping the balls of the feet down. Make sure that the foot stays even and that the ankle does not roll in or out. Flex the toes towards you and release. Now flex the entire foot towards you. Heel stays planted on the floor and the foot lifts up and back down. And lift the foot and back down. Good, staying connected through the heels and keeping both ankles even and everything stays aligned. Grab your rubber band again and place it around your big toes. You're going to bend the right leg towards you just enough so there's tension on the band. Hold around your right knee and flex that foot towards you and release. Flex the right foot and release. Flex and release. One more. Flex the foot towards you and release. And switch legs. Lift the leg up towards you just enough so that there is tension on the rubber band. And both hands around your left knee. Flex the left foot towards you and release. Flex the left foot and release. Flex the foot and release. Grab your pencil, lay it down on the floor in front of you, and lift the pencil up, grabbing it evenly with all your toes. And release. And lift up, and release, and pull it in, and release. Make sure that that pencil is being grabbed by all the toes as you lift it up towards you. One more. And release. Now grab just a few marbles and pick the marbles up with your toes. So curl all the toes around and release. And lift up and release. Good. Make sure that your heel stays connected to the floor and that the ankle stays lifted. You don't want the ankle rolling in and out. You want it to stay nice and lifted and centered. Good. For the last exercise, you want to grab your frozen water bottle that's wrapped in a pair of socks. I like to put the socks over it just because it feels more comfortable on the foot. And you're going to place it on the floor. And then you're just going to take your foot and you're going to roll your foot over the water bottle. Just a few times. This is really great for those who have plantar fasciitis and tight arches to release some of that tension. And also for plantar fasciitis, the nice cool water bottle helps with the inflammation. And then same thing with the other foot. The foot rolls back and forth over the water bottle. If there's a spot in your foot or your arch that feels a little bit tighter, just take a little bit of time just to kind of press through that spot and roll through that part of your foot. And have a seat on the floor, legs straight out in front of you. Really flex the feet towards you and lengthen them out. And flex the feet and lengthen and flex and lengthen. I hope your feet feel much better after today's little foot strengthening and stretching routine.